let's chit chat for a minute. My name is Joelle, and I am currently kind of like on a world tour. I also take a ton of solo trips, and so I get questions all the time, like I want to take a solo trip. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. So today I hope to help someone out who is thinking about a solo trip. If anything, if I can encourage them to take a trip. So right now I am on a solo trip and I am in Brazil, of all places. Yes, the notorious Brazil, where there's been a bad rep about traveling here, period, about safety and things like that. And so I have been here for 1 month exactly. When it comes to solo trips, you just got to book them. My first solo trip was actually almost 11 years ago, and I didn't even think about it. I just booked the trip. I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time. It was cold, and I was just like, I need some fun. I can go somewhere. I'm like, at this point in my life, my friends, they have kids, they're married. Some people just don't have the finances to up and go. It's just not easy to do a group trip anymore. That's just where my life had evolved to, and so I just booked a solo trip. And so when I first booked my trip, of course, absolutely, I was nervous. I was concerned. I wasn't necessarily nervous that somebody would pull me, but I'm just like, I don't know. I had nervousness. Like if something happens to me, then like how do they get in contact with my family? Things like that. Those were the concerns I had. It was not about safety. Um, it just wasn't. And even now, when I travel, I'm aware, but I'm not concerned. Like if someone's gonna do something to me, because I'm the person that I think that think that stuff, then it's gonna happen. Like, so I have positive thoughts. I'm like, nobody wants me, nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna go on this trip and I'm gonna return home safe. So I think the biggest thing, if you're thinking about a solo trip and you're contemplating, you really just gotta take it, and then you have to get rid of the fear, get rid of the thoughts of all the things that could happen, especially if they're negative. Think about all the things that could happen that are positive, and you really just gotta shift your mindset and take a solo trip. Once you shift your mindset, there are things you can do when you are solo trip, taking a solo trip. I mean, if you are in a situation and someone is continuing to ask you questions like, are you alone? And you don't feel comfortable, don't answer those questions. Solo trip, people are just like overcomplicated. It's just like if you're home in your hometown and you go somewhere alone or solo. To me, it's the same thing. You always want to be smart. You want to be aware. They talk about here, where I'm currently at, don't have your phone out. People snatch phones and things like that. Okay, my phone isn't out. Also, I wear jewelry. I wear a gold chain that is not to me that loud or screaming that much attention. But they said people snatch chains. So guess what? I'm not wearing my chain. I also usually wear a certain watch, a designer watch. I'm not wearing it. There are things that you can do to protect yourself. And if you're thinking about taking a solo trip, the best thing I can say is just take it. Take it. Do your research. Don't skip out on being cheap on your accommodations. Pay for your safety, pay for your comfort. That's one thing I do. It's like when I go on a trip, I'm not trying to be like, okay, this area is cheaper, I'm going to stay in here. Absolutely not. That's just like at home. When I'm at home, I'm not going to say, okay, this area is cheaper. This is where I'm going to live. Absolutely not. I'm going to live somewhere where I'm comfortable and within my means. And if it's not within my means, then perhaps maybe I need to live with the family or do something else to stay safe. The same thing with traveling. I'm going to book an accommodation somewhere that's safe and it's within my means. If it's not within my means, then I probably don't be taking that trip anymore. And that's it. Safe travels to everyone.